The scandalous whispers of forbidden encounters echoed louder than the rain battering the mansion's windows. In a dimly lit room, Victoria hastily buttoned up her dress, her heart pounding as if it sought escape from the weight of her indiscretions. As the heiress of the Harrington estate, she was expected to embody grace and propriety, but beneath the poised exterior lay a labyrinth of desires, secrets, and untold stories. Chapter 1 peels back the curtain of the Harrington legacy, revealing the hidden passions that would ignite a firestorm of controversy. Every door in the grand mansion concealed tales of intrigue, and behind each one, Victoria played a part she never expected. Chapter 1 Serendipity in Bonn. She met a stranger in Bonn. What he did next will shock you. The rain was relentless in Bonn that evening. Claire, a vivacious young woman with raven black hair, stepped out of the train station, clutching her umbrella. But no umbrella could save her from the soaking she was about to receive. Just as she stepped out, a gust of wind flipped the umbrella inside out, leaving her drenched. "Of all the days," she muttered, looking up at the stormy sky as if demanding an explanation. But Bonn had its own plans for Claire that day. A deep laugh from a few steps away caught her attention. She turned to see a tall man, sandy hair slicked back from the rain, eyes sparkling with mischief. "I think the rain gods have something against you," he quipped, holding out his large, relatively dry umbrella. Claire, still recovering from the sudden downpour, managed a small smile. "Or perhaps they wanted us to meet," she replied playfully. The man, whose name she would soon learn was Alex, was a traveller. He had been moving from city to city, discovering tales and memories to add to his writer's diary. Bonn was his latest stop, and Claire, it seemed, was his newest muse. The duo decided to take shelter in a cosy cafe nearby. The place was a beautiful medley of old-world charm and modern comfort. Antique chandeliers hung from the ceiling, and the walls were adorned with paintings of landscapes and portraits of historical figures. Claire, being a local, narrated stories of each painting, creating a world of yore for Alex. He hung on to every word, taking mental notes for his next big story. Every tale she told seemed to be accompanied by a personal anecdote. By the time their coffees were empty, Alex felt like he had known Claire for years. "You know, most people visit Bonn to see Beethoven's house or the university, but these stories, they're the real treasures," Alex admitted, utterly enchanted by her storytelling. Claire blushed. "Well, Bonn is more than just historical sites. It's the hidden stories, the whispered tales, the laughter echoing through alleyways, and the tears shed on cobblestone streets. It's alive, vibrant, and ever-changing." Alex's blue eyes stared deep into Claire's brown ones. There was a connection, a spark, a serendipitous meeting that neither had anticipated. The rain outside seemed to have cast a spell, drawing two souls together in a dance of destiny. Claire's phone buzzed, bringing her back to reality. "It's late and I have an early day tomorrow, but this was magical," she whispered, gathering her things. Before she could exit the cafe, Alex, driven by an impulse, handed her a small notebook. "For the stories yet to be told," he said, a hint of sadness in his eyes. Claire, surprised and touched, opened the first page. It read, "To the enchanting storyteller of Bonn, may our paths cross again, A." As she stepped out into the rain, umbrella now fixed, she looked back one last time. Alex was already lost in his writing, but the seat next to him held an umbrella, hers, with a note attached. What did the note say? Why did Alex leave it behind? The rain in Bonn had indeed played its part, but the story was far from over. She left her umbrella behind, but it's the secret note he left that changed everything. Claire clutched the notebook Alex had gifted her, but her mind raced about the forgotten umbrella. Was it just an innocent oversight or a ploy orchestrated by fate? The rain now drizzled softly, echoing her own tumultuous thoughts. She opened the cafe door once more and cautiously approached the table where they had sat. The umbrella lay there, precisely where she'd left it, with a folded piece of paper tucked under its handle. Hesitating for a brief moment, she picked up the note. "To the Enchantress of Bonn," it began, "I believe this belongs to you, and while the rain might have been our matchmaker, I hope sunshine will play its part too. Tomorrow, noon, Königplatz Square. If destiny agrees, I'll see you there." Ah. Claire's heart raced. A secret rendezvous. It was something straight out of the novel she so ardently loved. But life wasn't a novel. Was she ready to dive into this whirlwind romance with a stranger? The stories she shared with Alex were a part of her, and he listened, truly listened, like no one ever had. There was an undeniable connection, a magnetic pull she couldn't resist. Night turned into dawn, and dawn into morning. The town of Bonn awoke to a brilliant sun, banishing the rain clouds of the previous day. Claire, dressed in a simple summer dress, made her way to Königplatz Square. The majestic statue of King Friedrich Wilhelm in the centre was a silent witness to countless stories, and today it might witness hers. Noon approached. Every tick of the clock felt like an eternity. She scanned the crowd, hoping to catch a glimpse of that familiar sandy hair, that mischievous sparkle. But as minutes turned into hours, hope waned. Perhaps it was all just a dream, a fleeting moment never meant to last. Just as she was about to leave, a soft strumming of a guitar filled the air. Turning around, she saw Alex, guitar in hand, serenading her with a tune that spoke of chance meetings and serendipitous rainstorms. People might say it's foolish to believe in fate's design, but in this vast world's grand play, I'm glad that your story intertwined with mine, he sang, voice filled with emotion. Claire, eyes glistening, walked towards him. The crowd around them erupted into applause, but for them, the world had faded. It was just Alex, Claire, and their serendipitous tale in Bonn. As they left Königplatz Square hand in hand, the statue of King Friedrich Wilhelm seemed to nod in approval. In a world filled with chaos and unpredictability, sometimes all you need is a rainy day, a forgotten umbrella, and a stranger's song to remind you of the magic that exists. This is chapter 1 of a 6-part short story. The easiest way to watch or listen to the other 5 parts of this story is to either subscribe to the Romance Diaries on YouTube or click on the link in the description below. If you subscribe to the Romance Diaries, you can also enjoy other stories of love, romance, heartache, cheating and betrayal, and by clicking on the notification bell at the same time, we can let you know every time we bring out a new video. And if you would like to experience your own real-life romance, why not click on one of our sponsors, which you will also find in the description.